beating my head against a single dungeon, or yeah. I think it's just an enemy here. Something in Forbidden Eternal City. I mean, why it's eternal, why it's underground, why it's allowed to get here. I don't even know why Spooky Boo wants to come here, honestly, except that it's important for her plan to walk the path of night and Empyrean. Just fine. Like, honestly, yeah, when they were like, you should become the Elden Lord, I'm like, I don't know, that seems like a lot of work to me. Honestly, I'm not sure I want to be Elden Lord. Now I've got this lovely young four-armed woman. It's like, or you can help me end it all. And I'm like, I can't do anything this weekend. It's real pretty down here. Word of blood. Grant me a seat at the table of the dynasty. Long live the Mogwin dynasty. So you think. So these are definitely dead people. But they, as far as I can tell, either A, give you bits of like background dialogue like that. A lot of them are hints though, yeah. So they don't give you quests, but like they'll say like, oh, something, and then they'll indicate like an area of the map that's important, or something in the area that you want. Yeah, I don't, like how that guy died here in Nokron, the Eternal City, and I just want to be part of the Mogwai dynasty. Always go up before you go down. Definitely survive that fall. But what I don't know is if there's an easy way for me to come back up here. Ah! So many of y'all. Nothing. Great horn hammer. Yeah, I like these random underground barbarians. Fair enough. Basically. So, I see. Yeah, so that's that place I was at before. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Song. Boat's Hill. Oh. Yeah, another one of these. That explains it. This whole, like, have you spent any time in this park down below here? I kept running into these ghost versions of these guys, and a lot of times they'd just be standing this why? But yeah, exactly. Rodents. Ah. Those forms are actually part of your head. They are. Hey, I can't tell. They are. Where's that? Shaman furs. Headband decorated by a pair of shining horns. Buds that also shine. Ideal ceremonial items for ancestors. Yeah, we're just wearing this now. Always. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Honestly. Shaman down there. Shaman stuff. Let's go. because I've seen this exact setup. Two guys, a bunch of rats. Gotta. Oh, more water. I couldn't tell if that was just like a hole into the void. Hey, sir. I thought I could get over there, but unless I go this way. Ancestral infant's head. I wonder if that's the thing they're doing the magic with. I think if it's that, then it would be a weapon. I think it's the thing that she's spreading the magic with. Key item? Haha. Oh, is it literally a head? It's true. Okay, key item maybe. Two of these? Oh, there it is. So it's a tool. Uses uses FP to spray spirit vapor. Skull of a very young ancestral spirit. Use FP to spray, inflicting magic damage. The vapor becomes a temporary geyser which deals continuous damage to everything it touches. Okay, so it's that thing Cube's doing. Question is, well, he said he wouldn't be here. Follow every path to the bitter end. So that's where we were. Always, like, this is such a thing in From Software games that I don't understand. Like, when you go to Ash Lake in Dark Souls 1, you get the giant, what are obviously arch trees, off in the distance. That means, and you realize that the whole world you were in is, like, in the branches of ancient trees. But then, Bloodborne had the weird pillars in the distance of the Hunter's Stream. Oh! I forgot about Firewolf. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize I had two. Like, that you haven't spent. Oh. Yeah, then they become more rare. Ah. That one down. And one's still missing. Yeah, so we're one short. Where's that jump down place? That one's done. Just did. No, it'll take us to an ancestral spirit location. There's one down below. I've already done a similar thing. I found its body, so I know there actually will come up here. It'll take us to a new spot. I don't remember these jellyfish before, so. It's true. I'm wearing the jellyfish for a hand, and I've got the sacred garments of the people I'm murdering on my head. Cool. Let's see any other items. Oh, that jump? Well, I could definitely jump from there to here. I guess what I want to make sure is there wasn't a reason to be here. I don't think there is. I'm not seeing an item or anything. This is new. appear to have found our way to an entirely separate zone. Rather than all the time. Oh my god, we just need to find this one thing in this zone and then we're done. And then I'm just in a totally new area. You know, I have the worst shiny issue in this game. It's constantly like, alright, we need to fully explore this area and then be like, oh, that's it. Leprechanism? Like leprechaun? Apologies, Cathedral Night. That. Your death for life. Ah! Fuck, fuck. I know, buddy. I know. It's okay. I know. None of it's towards you. You're still my handsome, perfect boy. Where you want to be? Here? Okay. Alright, so... Good point. I need a fifth one. Fifth golden seed to upgrade my actual number of flasks. Oh yeah, I got some of those because I like wandered at least the outskirts. I haven't been into the city, but I was really stoked because I found like 2 and was like, oh man, I need 4 these days. Like 2 is nothing to me. And then I found a double tree. I'm like, ah, worked out. Oh boy. I don't have to fight yet. Well, yeah, the Cathedral Night nightmares. Like, you can't backstab them. They're not that bad, honestly. They just demand that you play well. So I put them off to the left. Get back when there's less on the line. I know where he's at. Oh, though. Oh, have you fought any of the big skull death birds yet? Not the ones that actually look bird heads. Their heads look like skulls. They're not normal enemies. They have health bars like bosses, and they only come out at night. Oh, there's definitely giant hands. Yeah, there's a lot of terrifying giant hands in the world. feel like a trap. You're gonna get me jumped, aren't you? I mean, I found some that weren't even like a number. They were like Hero's Room or things like that. I think Hero's Room was worth like 5,000. I don't know. Like, this I saw in that Anise River or wherever. The one with the ants. Yeah, where you see the giant death statue. There were those people, whatever, outside. I'm really curious what happened. This looks awful. This place generally reminds me a lot of like the Profane Capital from Dark Souls 3. Somebody behind that waterfall. I don't know. I know a lot about Song of Ice and Fire background. And I know a lot about From Software lore. So both of them love Lovecraft stuff. Like, it's in all their games. It's all over Game of Thrones lore. There's been enough like weird star creatures in this game. Like fallen star creatures, anyway, and things about people worshipping things that fell from the sky, meteors and whatnot. But like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find out that the reason the Eternal City is around and everybody's been turned into weird statues is because he knocks off for a year or something. What? A person? No, I will not. Yeah. Wearing it, first and foremost. Well, it said that Dee had like a brother who was sleeping in the Eternal City. Maybe I'll come back. But like, I also don't know if I like Fia or not. Like, I didn't expect her to kill Dee, but I also didn't really like Dee. He's just edgy. I like this. This feels impossible. This is for sure. Hey, block that. fat roll, so I don't know if it's because of the water, or if my helmet made me... I'll check. I thought it kept me at medium. It may just be because we're fighting in a pool of water that I'm getting slowed. We are a heavy load. Oh, a goal-setting seminar. Okay. First goal, master goal setting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my god. I've never been to a thing like that, ever, in my life. Not like I've never been to a seminar or a talk or something that wasn't worthwhile, but where it was like, this is specifically for like, I don't know, career development or something like that, like one of those very... Right, yeah, exactly. Even if it's like, hey, we really want to focus on mindfulness in our workplace, we're giving a mindfulness class, you should attend our mindfulness seminar, and I go to the mindfulness seminar, and I'm like, this is a waste of everybody's time. This isn't even good mindfulness. Like, I'm sure good mindfulness would help in this situation. However, what you're doing is some kind of weird corporate hybrid version, which is way worse than not doing it, honestly. James's Elden Ring / ranting about capitalism live stream. Today we're going to discuss the Valiant Gargoyles and whether Tim Pool is the worst man on the planet. He's definitely not. Way worse people. Right. Do this. I was over there. Timer, fuck. It's got a... It does like poison. Maybe, I don't know. I hate Scourge. I know that. Poison got me. Okay, so maybe I don't do a lot of damage, but I think they kept him still long enough. Me? It's in the heart.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I got an item that had something to do with frostbite, or I read something somewhere and it was like, oh yeah, you take more damage. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, because I've had it before and I didn't know what it did. I just got panicky. Yes. The Boreal Knights, the Outrider Knights. Yeah, they died. I think if I don't win this time, I think I lose. Which is something later, so that they can help distract. God, he has such a long coming back up. Oh, Jellyfish Shield? Yeah, Jellyfish Shield is great. Gargoyle Twin Blade. Yeah, that sounds like something for you. Cool. Okay, well. I don't know what I was supposed to be doing here in Nokron, the Eternal City, for spooky. Yeah, like what to do about it. Like, I normally Blythe is around to tell me things, but he specifically isn't here. Like, oh yeah, Blythe said to go on ahead, he's got another mission. Yeah, I have no idea. That's right, there's still fires to light. outside of Grace down here. Honestly, impossible to say for me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. That water will just take you right off the edge. Curious. It's gonna come here then. So we haven't gone this direction. Ah! Ah! Well, that's one way to do it. Yeah, I don't like those Crucible Knights, those ones specifically with that shield. They've got this one, like, shield bash attack that gets me every time. And it's... when it, like... it's got a pause to it. So I never quite get the timing right. And then it... whatever I'm doing, if I'm guarding, doesn't matter. It just grabs me and hurls me around. So lore-wise, I think these guys are old. They're from, like, the fight against dragons. Like, whenever that whole thing was going on. No idea. I know nothing about them, really. Well, I think they're definitely people. Like, they were living creatures who they're not, like, a golem. Same. I think I'm gonna grab my runes and then go back to the beginning and look for that fire. I don't want to fight Crucible Knights right now. Yeah, that's true. We took down Radahn, we took down some gargoyles, we fought double gargoyles. We killed ourselves. Yeah. I'm all about this. Yeah, it's, we lost 70 in the gargoyle fight. I didn't want to point it out because I knew it'd make you stressed. Oh! Well, at least they're in a better spot. They're easier to get now. Watch that guy punch me through a wall. I'll be safe behind this masonry. He was not safe behind that masonry. Okay, so we'll go once again. Get in the rooms. Oh, they're over there. That's annoying. Yeah, just guard this bridge. Hello, there's no more bridge or no more you, I guess. Yeah. You can run in it, though. That's weird. I thought that would be the thing that you couldn't do, but you can, like, do this. You can do this fast sneak. But if I go to block? Sneak. Yeah. Yeah, they, I mean, they said basically, you know, at the outset, when they were making this one, he's like, this is the culminating game for us, and, like, everything that we've learned over these last games is going to be in this one. You know, so, yeah, exactly. I think they got the combat just right. It's more or less like Dark Souls combat, but faster. So it's got a little bit of the Bloodborne speed to it without going into hardcore aggression. It's not a sword fighting game like Sekiro, but you can see that the idea of, like, hey, catching various ways in which you can catch an opponent while they're attacking, parrying, guard counters, etc. A bigger deal. And then sneaking generally, jumping at all. Like, the map's way more vertical. Like, that feels like a Sekiro thing to me. Like, how much of the map is things you have to traverse. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, two. Yes. Yeah. 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 Yeah, finding NPCs. I do not envy the poor, like, lore tubers and whatnot who are gonna have to go through and figure out every NPC location slash quest line, like every item, like all of the little things that go into making sure that you can get like a maximum playthrough or whatever. People, they just, like, I've watched people who do, like, their, like, walkthrough preps and whatnot, and, like, you can see them, like, testing stuff. It looks exhausting, frankly, like, just walking through. Like, I was talking about it earlier, to no one, to myself and Bo, I guess. I found a church, which was an unusual church, and it had a big statue, which was an unusual statue. So, like, I took the time to, like, do, like, the pray thing in front of it in case it did something. It didn't, by the way. But yes. Yes. So, it's not super common. And I don't know where they are in this game, but, like, in Bloodborne, there was a couple places where you had to do a specific pose. And, like, one of them, and this is what I was talking about, there's a thing in Bloodborne towards the end where you, like, like the eye that's causing frenzy, like the big brain thing. When you drop it to the bottom of the, right, you know you can get down there, right? Yes. Yes, if you don't kill it though, before you kill it, if you have a specific gesture, which is like something to the old one, some kind of weird praise thing, you T-pose for a really long time and then eventually you like complete the motion. If you do that, and I'm not kidding, for like 2 minutes, if you just stand in front of its eye T-posing, eventually your dude completes it and you get some fucking crazy item. Yeah. Like, and it's, somebody went in there and was just like, hey, this is our old one signaling pose. So anytime I see an old one, I'm just gonna do this for a while. And like, and there's stuff like that all over where I'm just... Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah. Yeah. Just to go to the next. Yeah. That's.
You have to call it 10 times. Like, there was no way you possibly could
have known. No, go for it. Yeah. Yeah, people were just making what seemed like an interesting idea, for better or worse. It was also like, and this is one of the things I genuinely love about these games. I was thinking about this, like, you know, whatever. I can go back and play, you know, Zelda, like Ocarina of Time, or A Link to the Past is better. And yeah, 100%. And like that game gives you nothing. Like, I'm gonna give you items and stuff, but like so much of that is just like you just go explore. Like, yeah, Yeah. Oh yeah, and like, it makes you feel so cool when you pull it off. Like when you find the secret thing, when you find the unknown thing, when you make whatever work. Like, it feels really cool for you as a person. And that's a thing that I really appreciate in FromSoft's games. Is like, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but like the fact that like I don't have a bunch of I'm just gonna do it on purpose. I have a bunch of quest markers and whatnot. Can be frustrating sometimes. But when I'm like, I don't know, fiddling around and I just stumble into somebody, I'm like, oh man, like, what are you doing here? Or when it's like, hey, a meteor fell, and I'm like, I gotta go to my telescope and check out the scenery with my magic telescope. When I do find it, it feels really, it doesn't feel like I'm checking it off of a list, like my Skyrim quests. Yeah, and you only get that if you do it. You know, it's the same thing with the, you know, the bosses, right? Like, they're difficult, but not super difficult once you know how to play. Like, once you get your rhythms down and whatnot, like, the things stop feeling like they're punishing you, and they feel like it's a thing you can tackle. It might take some time, but, like, you're like, okay, I just gotta learn whatever it is that they need me to learn for this one. Long story short, you only get those sorts of experiences if you personally have to achieve the thing. Like, they can't give it to you in like a numerical, like static freeze kind of way, or an item just tell you that it happened. Like, you know, it's hard to feel like, oh, I discovered this cool location if you talk to somebody and then a thing shows up on your map that says, hey, here's where the Forbidden City of Nokron is, and you go, okay, I'll go to the Forbidden City of Nokron, and they're like, you discovered the Forbidden City of Nokron. And it's like, well, I guess I did. Yeah. Right, and so like you get to the same spot. It's not, you know, fundamentally different, but it feels different than like when you find the secret well and you're just like, what is this? And you get on an elevator and the elevator just keeps going down. Like, where am I going? I have no idea. And the world turns purple and there's stars and you do not understand what's happening. Yeah, like, why are there stars underground? Like, where have I ended up? Like, you genuinely don't know. And then, because nobody told you to go there, and because the game has showed you that, like, some areas are hard and some areas are not so hard, like, you just don't know if, like, were you supposed to be here? Did you find it too early? Like, is it a secret? Is it going to be part of the quest? And then it keeps getting bigger. It's like, oh, I thought I found a dungeon, and it turns out I found, like, a whole underground world. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you found some other stuff, some other wild things. Yeah, I'm just genuinely really impressed with it. Like, I was kind of worried that there was going to be, worried isn't the right word, but there was part of me that was like, hey, there's a good chance that this is going to be what amounts to a very big Dark Souls type campaign that also has some open world components around it. You know, like, hey, you can also do this stuff, kind of the Ubisoft way, let's say. And I wouldn't have complained too much because I would have got my sweet Dark Souls campaign, which is really what I wanted. I wanted to play more cool, find the lore, do the whatever stuff, like figure out this new world. That would have been enough for me. But there's been enough like random, wild, sideline, never expected this, how far does this go, like how complex is this NPC's side quest, how complex are these, like all of that know. I've never played a game quite like it. Very impressed. Good job from Software. Yeah. Yeah, everywhere you go. I keep running back through areas trying to get to some new thing where I'm like, all right, like I explored this swamp, but like there's an NPC I need to go see. And then I'll be like, I'll find a new set of ruins. Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, there's still the studio who's never failed me. Like, they've never made a game where I went and I played it and I'm like, bad. Like, you let me down. Oh, a journeyman shinobi. Well, because I always called myself a professional shinobi, and then you were an amateur shinobi. But I think you've killed enough stuff, you've done enough cool Sekiro things successfully that calling you an amateur shinobi felt wrong. Yeah, it doesn't acknowledge the incredible feats you've pulled off. So you're a journeyman. You're on your way to master, which I don't know if professional is better than master shinobi. Maybe. I didn't think that through when I chose journeyman. Here we are. Yeah. Well, I definitely think it's like apprenticeship. I have a lot of respect for, like a legitimate. How do I put it? When people get degrees, as a person who's got degrees and is pursuing degrees, I have very little respect for what degrees actually mean from a ready for whatever perspective. But I would definitely be like, oh, I don't know, this man is a professional ninja. It's like, well, why is he a professional ninja? Well, he spent 20 years living with a ninja, doing ninja stuff, practicing ninja things to become a better ninja. I'm like, oh, he just lived that life every day? And they're like, yeah, he lived that life every day. I'm like, wow. Yeah, I'm genuinely pick up some stuff. Oh. Yeah, I'll help you craft it up. You got some ninja stuff where we're getting some ninja tools like craft on the weekends. We still haven't got it. Yeah, it's really funny because I've talked about it enough that like it probably got annoying. Like, bro, like Miyazaki took from Berserk. Yeah, and like now we're watching Berserk and it's like really, really obvious, right? Yeah, it is yeah. Berserk is such an interesting... Like, we always refer to, like, oh, this is a treatable disease. Like, honestly, most diseases are treatable these days. Yeah, it's just, do you have the money to spend, 7 months in a very nice hospital? I don't know where the next... Okay, so jelly... Yeah. Yeah, I did the same. And then, yeah, there was a couple places where I think they just designed to attack you. Here we go. Yeah, why is there so much weird laughter? Oh, it was another noble, wasn't it? Yeah. No, he just stabs a lot, if I remember right. Yeah, I don't know when I beat this, I'm gonna take a long break from Elden Ring. But I think if I ever decide to come through and make another character, I definitely want to faster. Oh, there's a new game. There's a new game plus. Yeah. So yes, me. I will make a test. Oh, you want to see the cool Ancestor spirit battle? I get to fight another one. I know you missed the beginning of the last one. And I love the whole look of it. Eagle Ancestor. Friendly now? Please tell me that I don't. Apparently. I thought he was gonna like do like a legend. I got a remembrance from this guy. Yeah. Or summon. Well, like, I remember when the first time I got to the second... No, not the first time I got to the second phase. The first time I got to the second phase of Renala, she Kamehameha'd me to death. Like, immediately. Like, out the gate. She was like... And I went, oh, I better strafe to the side. And then she just... But the second time, I started getting some hits in. And then she was just like... Summon Oath Giant. And I'm like, what do you... Summon Oath Giant? What do you mean? Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, okay, so she can summon, because then she summoned a giant, and then it was like wolves, and then one of those knights.
The knight's one of the tougher ones because they'll chase you.
Yeah. But I thought the giant was the big one. It wasn't until I died a bunch, and then she got to dragon, and I was like, what do you mean dragon? Okay, so we keep magic souls? They're definitely about order, the Golden Order specifically, but like, have you met anybody associated with the Three Fingers yet? No, Patches is Volcano Manor, who I think is different than the Three Fingers. I guess I don't really know. I know that the three is known as the Madness Makers. Oh, here it is. Yeah. I don't know. I like, because I know that Mask Guy says something along the lines of, he's like, oh, those two fingers. He's like, I think when the shattering happened, like, the two fingers went, like, off course. And so, like, and there's the Three Fingers, which have to do with madness and frenzy somehow. So my thought is that at one point there was something like a hand. Like, quite literally, like, whatever, the greater will was one thing in some way. The shattering broke that, but I don't know what that means. Yeah. Gravitational powers, which you learned in Celia. So you never have to abandon his beloved but scrawny steed. That's the explanation? Radon learned gravity powers, which let him stop the stars, so that he, even though was a giant, could ride his horse. So he wouldn't have to get a giant horse. No, he had magic gravity powers. When he goes into the sky, it looks like he murders it, but obviously it's still there. Ancestral spirits exist as a phenomenon beyond the purview of the Erd Tree. Life spreads from death as it does from birth, such as the way of the living. Sure. Yeah, no, it's like right here. The Red Lion General wielded gravitational powers which he learned in Celia during his younger days. Also, he would never have to abandon his beloved but scrawny steed. Yeah. Okay, so I still don't know what I'm doing here for Spooky Boo. Oh, there's one here. There's also one down here. That was when I said, like, oh, this one's a regal ancestral spirit. There's another in this lower zone. Oh. So far... Oh. I need to... Yeah, they're not bad. That one was a little tougher than the last one, but the first one was cool. It did it opened the fight. It like stopped me. It was so pretty. Like that guy, he like jumped in the air. And he got stopped. What the fuck? Okay. What just happened? Clinging bone? What just happens? Yeah, I also like looked like a bone. Arm. Horrific weapon of hardened skeleton arm wielded by Ensha of the Royal Remains. Lifesteal Fist. Skill that demonstrates mastery of the art of controlling vital energy. Slow controlled punch with an energy infused fist that renders foes unconscious and steals their HP. Humans. Wow. To trigger that. Yeah, we're definitely doing that. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, no. He's in the Green Lake. I know this guy. Yeah, though he's not from there. He's tied to something. I don't know. It's very confusing. The lore is always very confusing. Okay, so Scourge Greatsword. Needs intelligence, so. Ooh. Curved Greatsword of black steel wielded by General Radon. A pair of weapons decorated with line main motif. Radon earned considerable renown as the Star Scourge. In his youth, it is said that it was during this time he engraved the gravity crest upon the blades. Two swords together. Imbued with gravitational power when used. I think I might just eat this though. No, it looks dope. I love it. I don't think I'm ever gonna have 15 int. It's true. Not. I mean, 120. I don't know what's a good. Okay, so Remembrance of Regal Ancestor Spirit. Power of its namesake can be unlocked. Yeah. Ancestral Spirit exists as a phenomenon. No, we already read that. We need to do this. A unique horn, there's power. Wing shaped. Okay. The Ancestral Spirit worshiping faith. These are considered envoys' wings, made to reap the lives of beings who experience no sprouting. Sprouting. Ancestral Spirit's Horn. Number of new growth buds from the Anvil Horns of the Fallen King. Restores FP upon defeating enemies. Yeah, I think it's a charm. Or like a focus. I think I'm gonna eat both of these. For their souls. Yeah.
Let the words
I almost
guide you.
Thank you. I almost always do. Like I never know when I'm gonna use this, but yeah, if his thing had a faith scale, I would have considered it. Or if it was just like raw strength. Like if it was just like I would have considered it as well. I'm gonna see if I can sell. I've got a bunch of just junk armor. I don't think it's quite 2,000 worth.
Well, I took you for dinner. No matter, it's lay out your arms.
looked the same. You know, I have this thing about trying to get a yeah, one of every armor. Or like, you know, if I find it. I guess I want to just goof off of those. Oh, that'll definitely happen. You're gonna have a blast with this one. There's so many things. This one? It's a rapier, right? Thought about working on this guy. This tag we got a faith. Yeah. Yeah, and I still may one day, because it only needs 16 in dexterity. It's not a whole lot. You know, and I've currently got 15, so it'd take 1 point to pop over into it. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, so we 3,000. Does. I cannot. Oh, am I perfect? Oh no, it's a 9 out of 5. I thought I had got it exactly what I needed. Yeah. So expensive.
Now go forth.
What does it do? Like, I saw that in the description. I'm like, what does that mean? Okay, so I think I just need the boots now. Got the helmet. Got the chest. Got the gauntlets. No, I gotta buy it.
Now go
Whole set. I liked Radon. I liked his story. I liked what he was about. Yeah, he made best friends with the tiny horse. He fought the stars, which isn't quite as cool as fighting the sun in my book, but like it's as close as most people get. He won his final battle, but then suffered eternally, which is very sad. Yeah.
Now go.
And what I don't know is it's probably super fucking heavy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do this and then suddenly I can wear whatever I want, I think. But then I can't switch it out. I'll just get my endurance up probably at some point, or maybe I'll make a item. Oh, this guy's gone. Royal remains. Is that who attacked me? Yeah, it never let you talk to him, but it mentioned that that thing was from somebody of the royal remains. Helm. Graced with gold human bones, worn by the unspeaking adherents to Sir Gideon the All-Knowing. Slowly replenish HP when HP is reduced. So the bones belong to an ancient lord, the soulless king. Lost the desperate ghost. Yeah, so that's the guy who attacked us. Huh. Huh. Like different. Do you have anything to say about this old man?
To the capital, Lendell.
Nope.
To the east of the altar. The two fingers will deny your passage. No. You may be our best hope. Oh, my apologies for that nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems. As his master, I'd like to express my regret. But now, Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore. Ah, yes. Allow me to find the Alden in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure.
I found that.
Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist. She knows the location of the...
Yeah, it's in Castle Sol. I found her. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention it at the beginning of this conversation. Got ahead of himself. Like, He's a little excited.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
Probably.
I can hear it from the
It's just-
howl. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong, but please.
Oh, it's just that rotting guy over there. You see him? Yeah, that's who she's talking about. Level 8 wolves. Yeah, like they're not game breaking in ways that I think I've seen some of the ones, and like I'm like, oh man, like I could see this being super fucking useful. On one of those nobles, the one I was telling you about, I had so much trouble. Like all I wanted was anybody who like had like a rot status effect, or a bleed status, like anything like that, like that. Because like while I was keeping him busy, they could just build that up and save me so much time. Wolves aren't like that. That being said, they're so jumpy and distracting that like they've honestly trivialized a lot of fights for me. Demi-humans? Yeah, I know some people who swear by demi-humans, because there's a bunch of them, and they do. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Come here, obviously. Well, I just know it's part of they were like, oh, go into the thing for Spooky Boo. And then I was expecting to run into something or something that would, yeah. And like when we fought the giant gargoyles, I was like, oh, this will probably be it. It's not. There's just some gargoyles. So there is one thing I would like to do. Well, maybe not. Maybe some other time. I was like, we can go fight those Cathedral Nights now that I've got no souls in the line. There's a Cathedral Night I never went back to, somewhere in. So I don't know how much of Stormvale you explored, but there's a bit somewhere. Remember where the birds? You ran through a bit, and there was a bunch of those battle hawks with exploding barrels, like 3 of them in a row down in. Yeah, there's a bit there. If you jump off, you can go down below the castle. There's a whole bunch of stuff down there, and it takes you up an elevator and a whole bunch of things. But down there was the Cathedral Night, the first one I ever found. He just wrecked me. Let's go find out. I don't think it took too long to get to him. And I'm hoping he's like comparatively easy as Cathedral Nights go, because he's somebody you can run into at the very beginning of the game. Okay, so I have no idea. This maker is way. Yeah. It was like one of the first things I noticed. I was like, this is really good. Like, honestly, in a way that like I didn't expect. Like weird artistry. Yeah, it is here. So you like come up here. Drop down. I think it's yeah, 100%. Oh, this was the thing it was meant to break. Yeah, and there's a thing over there. I don't remember what it was, but... Okay, so he's definitely weaker than the other ones. That move. Yeah, and so like I ran past him the first time, and if I remember right, over here is where you activate one of the elevators. It's like, I thought it was going to be a really important shortcut. It honestly probably would have been, except by the time I found this, I was basically done with Stormvale. And so, like, I didn't really need it. Site. Anyway. Yeah, that was when I like finally got done with Stormvale and then like went up here and it opened up and whatnot. I was like, I spent like a whole day in this one castle and you're telling me that like it was this much space and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And I was like, yeah. Ah! And I felt like a secret, like it's just endless, man. Now there's another secret place somewhere out there. Oh God. How God, that would be such a like one of the Let's Players I really like. I've been watching his stuff after I got far enough ahead that I wouldn't run into anything. For the most part, every once in a while he'll find himself in like just accidentally somewhere. Ah, no. Anyway, he does like 100% walkthroughs and all this, and he's been doing From Software games for forever. And just watching him slowly come to grips with like how vast the game is, just being like, he's like, it's so much. His initial Let's Play is 120 videos long, and he does like I think mostly around a half an hour to an hour. So it's just like, he's basically a professional Dark Souls player, just doing his thing.